And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Purdy off the play fake.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
It is so difficult to run the ball against that defensive front. They make short gains like that feel like 10 to 15-yard runs. Everything's an effort.
Watch out!
Here's Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Play action. Now Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Second and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Get set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle to Tages, the tight end. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go play action here. Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Looking to put a drive together.
19, set, go.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down. gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
Middle. Hey, kill. Lefty. Go.
Here's Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Brissett sets to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time,
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Get set.
Purdy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Get set, get set. Ready, team, watch out. Stop.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Christian McCaffrey, his fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good. Cardinals, first down.
19.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Benson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
12 back. Go.
From the gun, here's Brissett.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Go.
Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Rabbit. Go.
Again, it's Brissett. That's caught by Harrison, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get set. Watch out. Up.
Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Purdy bootlegging it. Now he's going to step up and run. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Out of the gun, Brissett. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this 1st half already. That very nearly was a 2nd. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Rabbit. Hey.
Go. Now Brissett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
19. Okay. 13. Go.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
19. Middle. Right 20. Good. Hey, kill. Go.
Throwing. Brissett. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Cardinals 14, 49ers
7. 4 seconds. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Purdy. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Set to kick off.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Brissett now. And it is caught. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here comes Benson on the toss right.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9.
19. Again. 19. Go.
They'll go again with Benson.
It's a 40-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19. Lefty. 19. Right. Hey. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, kill. Right. Hey, kill. Go.
Here's Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
22 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, kill. Go.
Brissett sets to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage? Or do you...
They got him again.
Michael Williams
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Hey. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And a contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
And they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and the first down.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yellow. Yellow. Up.
Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They'll start on the ground with Benson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 11.
Hey, check. 19. Check. 12. Rabbit. Lefty.
In motion right, that's Wilson.
Let's go.
Here's Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need... Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Oh, nice saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cardinals.
19, set. 9, go.
Another run here with Benson.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down,
19, set. 19, set. Go.
Now it's Benson.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the play.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. They go play action with Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. Coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal. Here's Purdy to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if the tackle happens in bounds.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Get set. Run around, up.
Throwing, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Hey, kill. 19. Okay. 12X. Go.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
19. Good. 19. Good.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Okay. 120. Set. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Benson. Now he's free up the left sideline. He's to the 20.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Arizona, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.